What's going on, YouTubers? PewPew EDC here with a 2000 round review on the CANIK Rival S. Hopefully it focuses. Doing this on my phone. Just left the range. Finished 300 rounds. I was at 17. I have had no failures whatsoever at all. I mean, it's been good, shoots good. The trigger is just phenomenal. We are empty. I mean, this is the closest thing, in my opinion, to a 2011 trigger. That's at least three and a half to 4 pounds out the box. Now, yes, it's broken in, so it's probably 3.5. Maybe when I first got it, it was 4. I didn't check it. But backstory on how I even got into CANIKs. I had got one in a trade. I traded a Zev Hypercomp, which that shot great, but it was not reliable. Failures to eject. I know what you're gonna say. Change the ejector, OME parts, and I did. The spring, everything. I went to parts I have, and still, it wasn't reliable. Now, it was an older model, and I got it used, so I ain't gonna throw Zev all the way under the bus, but that particular one I had would not work. Once it does that, I can't trust you. I'm not taking a chance on carrying you. You're done, and you're out of the rotation. And if you're out of the rotation, I don't need you no more. So, so anyways, I traded. Somebody had gave me that CANIK Rival. I think it's called the Dark Side, and a P320 Equinox AXG. The aluminum frame. That was a nice gun. It's gorgeous. So when I got both those guns, I took them straight to the range. I shot the CANIK first, and the trigger just blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. It was crisp. I couldn't miss with that gun. It was crazy. The only time I shoot that good is when I have ported guns. It's shot. I can say you have I guess the balance. I don't know if CANIK did the balance really good, but even then, it'll flip just a little bit, but it got right back on target. And because of the trigger, I was able to just double tap, triple tap, changing directions. Just, it was freaking me out. So I put that down right. Mind you, I got these on trade, so I'm just making sure they work. I grabbed the AXG SIG. And the trigger was atrocious. After shooting the CANIK and going to that P320, I've always had SIGs, and it's weird because I always just end up trading them like they're nothing. It has to be the trigger. Trigger's just boo-boo. And spongy, it's just terrible. Probably the best trigger in a SIG would probably be their aluminum frames, or the 226, 229 is probably their better triggers, which is hammer fired. But so I ended up selling both of them and got more than what I paid for my Zev, which that gun's like what, $1,800 brand new. I ended up making like $1,900 out of both of those other guns. They had sights on them too. This guy really wanted that Zev. So what I did is I went and bought this. After shooting that Rival, I was like, dang, I'm sleeping on CANIK. I went and got this. And I heard reviews of the over insertion of the mag. I guess when they insert, and somehow if there's any pressure on that, it locks back and it stays locked. But I haven't had that issue. It's just butter. Look, to me, that's the closest thing to a 2011 too. And I know it's a steel frame, so steel on steel, it's just gonna feel good. But shoots great. I mean, I can't say enough. I would say give them a chance. The price is good. I do have the most expensive CANIK you can possibly get, but when I got this, and then this little guy came out, the MC9. This trigger, I was, I like this trigger so much, I went and got this, but this trigger is not this trigger by any means. It's a good trigger. Let me see. The reset's ridiculous. See how much creep that had though? Oh shoot. I mean, that reset is right there. That's pretty good for a little carry pistol, but it's not this trigger. But you can get this trigger shoe in this gun, and I'm fixing to do that. So if I can get this trigger and that's just wild. So yeah, that's my 2,000 round review. No issues. Absolutely love this gun. It is heavy. 30, don't quote me, it's like close to 40. 37, 38 ounces. Heavy ass gun, but man, that trigger is just ridiculous. That's all I have for you guys. I would say give them a chance. I love this gun. My truck gun, my home defense gun, and my range gun. I haven't carried it. It's too heavy for all that, but all right, you guys have a blessed one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.